Hello YT. I wanted to briefly talk today about the rise of the feminine. Today is Friday the 13th. 13 represents the feminine energy, and I felt the need to speak on this. I've been getting more information and downloads about this more recently, and just noticing more things in my personal life, as well as just the surroundings here. So part of ascension is coming together with different aspects of yourself that you've lost over time, through hurt, through past pain, through past lives, different fractals and fragments of your soul that you're regaining. And as an aspect of this, calling our soul back to us, different aspects, and embodying our highest self in the physical means coming together, intertwining within ourselves the masculine and feminine energies that we all have. Okay, in this realm, in this physical plane, in this 3D earth spectrum, whatever, many people will think of the masculine and the feminine energies as male, female, and that's how we look at gender here in this realm, but that is not reality. When we leave this realm, we don't have a sex or a gender. We're both. The masculine and feminine energies are not male, female about sex as we think of them here. The masculine is about strength. It's about subtle power, standing in your knowing, your own authority over your own life, sovereignty, that sort of thing, protective energy. Whereas the feminine would be more of the spiritual, the nurturing, the aspects of both are needed in every individual in order to have balance. Here we have been in an imbalance for a very long time, thousands of years. If you look back through ancient Egypt and even before that, women, the feminine, were held in very high regard as the ones who bring life, spiritual, nurturing, and we need the spiritual with the physical, with the masculine aspects. We need the protectors, okay? And not only is this video about ascension, but in this physical plane, we need the masculine energy to take a step back, to see the feminine energy for what it is, to recognize it in their own selves and acknowledge it, as well as acknowledge the women around them. Okay, and I don't want this video to be like a sexist thing because I'm a woman, but I do know as a woman that we are mistreated by many men. And this is just because it's nobody's fault, but it's something we need to step up, recognize, and fix it, because the masculine energy has been dominant on this earth for thousands of years, like I mentioned. Going to war, trying to be the best, highly competitive, highly ego-minded, who can make more money, that sort of thing. That is what the United States has based most of its life, as long as the United States has been around, and other cultures. I mean, just fighting for belief systems, that sort of thing. Think of all the wars started because of religion. This is what has to end, okay? Embodying more of the feminine energy is coming from the heart. It's the negative with the positive, which is the masculine. So coming together within yourself, recognizing if you're a man or you're a highly masculine individual, male or female, then you're supposed to incorporate more of the feminine aspects into your life, taking a step back, being more calm, gentler, nurturing, that sort of thing. And there are many people who are imbalanced the other way, who are highly feminine, who need to kind of toughen up. You know, if you're very timid or you let people walk all over you, that sort of thing, then you may need to fight for what you believe in. You may need to stand up and fight for yourself and embody more of those masculine aspects. So I wanted to talk about this because recently it's come to my attention where I've seen men talking about women and getting upset when someone disrespects women, which is good to see. But many men, and females are a part of this too, I'm not pointing blame. I'm just saying the culture has to change, and it's about everyone individually balancing the masculine and feminine within, and then we see it played out as above, so below, as within, so without. So as you balance your own nature, then we see it played out in the world. This whole Me Too movement over the last few years, this is the feminine crying for help. I mean, yeah, women fought for the right to vote and equal rights, and we're still fighting for equal pay and that sort of thing. This is all a part of the rise of the feminine coming back after thousands and thousands and thousands of years. The feminine claiming their rightful power to where men do not have dominion over women. Women should not have to submit to a man, that sort of thing. And women should not be looked at as sexual objects, as many people look at them. And they play a role in this as well because they make money by objectifying themselves. This is supported by the men who will pay for that sort of thing. Okay? And there's many other things that play into it, but it's just been really, in one aspect, it is empowering for women. I can understand that. To make money, I don't know. Okay, like to me, this is how it is. To me, this is my personal opinion. Everyone has a body. Okay, if you're a female, chances are you could get in the best shape of your life, eat really healthy, whatever, and show your body to people and make lots of money. You could do that. But what is making you special? Any female could do that. Okay, so I'm not knocking women for doing this, okay? But these are the things that have to change. A lot of women feel they can't make any money, okay, any other way, and I get that, sort of. The system, you know, has kind of been set up to where women are so highly objectified, and the sexual context of everything in our present day media, and just everywhere you look, everything's over-sexualized. This is what has made dating so hard, marriage, the porn industry has caused huge problems, and this is how women are choosing to make their money. Not all women, but what I'm saying is, if you're a man and you're in your masculine energy and you recognize the feminine energy and its power, you don't look at women like that. You look at them as equals. You look at them as individuals. You look at them as a spiritual being. And for a person, male or female, to look at the opposite sex in only like, what can you do for me, temporary gratification, over-sexualized way, but yet, like for a female, if they look at men that way, or think, well, what can you buy me? Or what can, you know, how can you help me? But they, let's say they have sons or fathers or brothers, and they expect them to find nice women who love them for who they are. It doesn't really make sense, does it? In the same way that if a man over-sexualizes a woman and says, if you do me a favor, I'll get you this job, or I'll get you this position, or let me take you on a date, you know, and I'll hook you up with this one guy who can get you places. Okay, if they can do that to a female, or subscribe to a female and just to see pictures of them naked, that sort of thing, how are you expecting men to react to your daughter, to your wife, to treat your wife? to treat your mother, to treat your sister. There is no difference. So we have to stop separating how we treat the ones we don't see all the time, the ones we're never going to talk to again. Oh, who cares? No one cares about them. We can't just love the men and women in our lives and treat the ones elsewhere like they mean nothing, and degrade them and demean them and treat them like objects. That's not how this works moving forward. The feminine energy is returning to the planet. So all this is no longer going to work. So I see the aspect of the feminine stepping up, but I see it in the wrong way. It's like, oh, well, it's my body and I am so empowered when I do this and when I make money this way. But are you following your passion? Are you following your heart? Are you helping the earth? Are you helping humanity? Or are you just taking money to show your ass? I'm not trying to offend anyone, okay? Many people do this. I know people who do this or who have done this, and I'm not knocking anybody, okay? It is a good way to make money and throw it in savings if you want to, okay? Not for me, but for some people, perhaps. I just think we have to really acknowledge that the way we live doesn't work. The over masculine energy of competition and making money, we need the men to stand up and be protective of us, not treat some of us like crap and objectify us and only care about the ones in their household. I mean, start looking at the women in your lives like they are your mother, your sister, your daughter. And women need to do it too, okay? I know a bunch of men are going to get pissed off about this video. Just understand where I'm coming from, if you can. I know it may be hard for some. And for women, it's hard to place blame when you're doing things you shouldn't be doing. When you're showing your ass for money, you can't really get mad that such and such treats you a certain way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If we want to be recognized for our feminine power, this is through love. This is through nurturing. This is through motivating and spiritual and intellectual connectivity with one another, with the planet, with who we're becoming. I felt the need to talk about this today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. I want this to be a safe space for people to talk about, in a community here within the spiritual community where we can just talk about how we can make change and what we want to see change. It is frustrating to me that people who follow their passions or their joy or their creativity may not see the same results as someone who may just be really pretty and takes pictures of themselves. So that part is frustrating for me. And like I said, more power to them, whatever. It's just that, like, what are you really doing for women? Because you're kind of furthering the objective nature that we've already experienced for a very long time. And this is something all women experience, okay? Men may not understand that. Every woman from, like, very super young age experiences the sexism, the objectifying, the if you do this, you'll get this, you'll be rewarded by doing this, using our bodies or looks or whatever for a temporary gain for a man, and it is hurtful. And so I understand the Me Too movement. This is coming from an uptick in feminine anger because we're ready to rise up. We want to be seen as equal. We want to be seen for our minds and our spirit and our heart, and not our body, because we didn't choose this. We were just born, just like you. You're just born. You know, it's like some people may do better in porn because their body looks a certain way, or you could go to the doctor and get it fixed up and look great and then do that. It's just a body. I just don't understand how people can just ignore the mind and heart and spirit of a person it's just very low vibrational. So I was frustrated with this today, and I wanted to talk about it. This is something to get excited about because we are changing. The feminine is returning to the planet, and we will be moving more into this as we go further into the age of Aquarius, where the feminine can take root again and be the nurturers of society and be seen and held in high regard instead of degraded. And I can't wait to see that day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope that you like this video. I hope that I didn't offend anyone. I'm just really speaking from my heart, and I'm sure the heart of many other women. And I hope that if you are offended, you can try to see it from our perspective. Okay, please like and subscribe. I'm Sami. I hope you're having a great day. And thanks for taking the time to watch this.